Hi students, welcome back to Wisdom Academy YouTube page. In the previous video, you have learnt about Ohm's law, you have learnt about resistance and resistivity. What is resistance? V by I. So it is a property which depends upon factors like length, area of cross section, nature of material and other physical condition. So what I said you, resistance, if the length of wire changes, area of cross section changes, resistance will change. But there is something called resistivity. We know that R is proportional to L by A, so R is equal to rho L by A. There rho was called as resistivity and it is a property which does not depend upon any other factors. So resistivity of 1 meter wire or 2 meter wire or 10 meter wire will be same, right? Let us see some numerical based upon that. So the question is, resistivity of the wire is 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter at 20 degrees Celsius. Find the resistance of the same wire of 2 meter length and 0.3 millimeter thickness. So what is given here? Resistivity is given. How much that is? 10 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter. Length of the wire is given. How much? 2 meter. And thickness is given. So whenever the thickness of the wire is given, what does it mean? Thickness means its diameter is given. Diameter is how much? Diameter is 0.3 mm. So what will be radius? Radius will be equal to 0.15 mm. So you know we should take all the quantities in SI unit. So what will be the R value? R will be equal to 0.15 into 10 to the power minus 3 meters. So I am converting millimeter into meters. Now we know the formula, R is equal to rho L by A. So rho is 10 into 10 to the power minus 8, L is 2, and what is A? A you can find from here, pi r square. So I will write pi, that is 3.14 into R square, 0.15 into 10 to the power minus 3 the whole square. So when you solve this expression, this much ohms will be the resistance of wire. Very simple question. Let us see the next question. The area of cross section of wire becomes half when its length is stretched to double. How the resistance of wire is affected in the new condition? So what they are saying, the area of cross section is becoming half and length is becoming double. So the new length is 2 times the old length. The new area is half of the old area. So what is the old resistance? The resistance was rho L by A. And what will be new resistance? R dash, that will be equal to rho L dash by A dash. Why I am not writing rho dash? Because I know resistivity will not change. So let us find that. That will be equal to rho. What is L dash? 2L. What is A dash? A by 2. So I will get 4 into rho L by A. What is rho L by A? That is R. So R dash is equal to 4 times of R. I think this kind of question we have already seen in the previous class also. This kind of questions are frequently asked in examination, where they will say one quantity is doubled, other quantity is half, one quantity became 4 times, other quantity becomes double, something like that. So you must apply the same rule and find what is the change in resistance. Remember that resistivity will not change. Let us see resistance in series and parallel. So resistance, we have understood that it is something which resists the flow of current. Now how we represent the resistance? It is like this. This is the way how we represent the resistance. If somebody of you are thinking, where do we see this resistance is? First of all, let me tell you, every wire or every material will have its own resistance. So suppose I am having a simple wire in a circuit, this wire itself will have some resistance based upon what it is made up of. If it is something like aluminum, copper, it will have resistance. If it is gold or silver, it will have less resistance. So it is based upon the metal's nature or element's nature, how much resistivity it will have. So this resistivity, resistance of anything is there, but it is very negligible, so we neglect it. So what we do, we put some external resistance in the circuit. Why we do that? If you want the current to flow at a slower speed there. So you want to resist the flow of current, then we put a resistance. Wherever we want to do it, we have to put it. How it looks in reality, in real life, you would have seen, or I will show you in the next video. It looks something like this. Like this it looks. So it has some bands of color, and it on the resistor, if you buy a box, it will be written there what is the ohm or kilo ohm, how much what is the resistance of that resistor. So what is there? This is the resistance. How we represent? Like R. So now I'm going to talk about resistance in series and parallel. So if the resistances are connected in series, then what is the net resistance? If they are connected in parallel, then what is the net resistance? Suppose I have three resistances like this, namely R1, R2 and R3. Then what is the net resistance of this circuit? Let us find that. So let us connect this to a potential difference V. So what will happen? The current starts from here, goes like this, flows and comes back. Now remember that whenever the current is passing through the resistances which are kept in series, then whatever current enters here, here and here will be same. Current will not change. So current, suppose current I starts, same I goes here, same I goes here, same I goes here and comes back. Current remains same. Then what is different? Different is this potential difference, because we know that V is equal to IR. If I remains constant, then what should change? R should change, because R is different, so V will be different. So based on what is the value of R, it will have its own V, let it V3, it will have its own V, limited as V2, it will have its own V, limited as V1. So you can ask me, sir, if these all three are same, yeah, in that case it will have equal voltages. But suppose it is 2 ohm, it is 4 ohm, it is 6 ohm and it is 20 volt battery, then it will get distributed accordingly. Not current, only voltage. So what you should keep in your mind for resistance series? One thing, current remains same in all the resistances, and second important point, voltage gets divided based on resistance. Now what is the net voltage? Net voltage will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. What is Ohm's law says? V is equal to IR. So I into R net. V1 will be equal to I into R1 plus I into R2 plus I into R3. I am not taking I1, I2, I3 because I know current is same, current does not change. So if I take I common out here, it becomes R1 plus R2 plus R3, and here I have R net into I. These two I gets cancelled, and finally I get R net or R equivalent, they will say, that is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, which proves that if you have resistances in series, just add the value, you will get the net resistance. Suppose it is 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm, then you add everything. So 8, total resistance will be 8 ohm, equivalent resistance. Now if these 3 resistances are connected in parallel, then what will be its equivalent resistance? Let us try to find it out. So what I am going to do, I am going to connect 3 resistances in parallel. So from this point, I am going to connect one resistance, from this point, second resistance and a third resistance. So these 3 resistances are connected in parallel, and then the whole assembly is connected in with a potential difference. Let us be V plus minus, it is R1, it is R2 and this is R3. Now when the current starts flowing from the positive terminal, current comes here, I current started, current reaches here. Now the current gets divided into the different branches based upon what is the resistance. Some branch is offering less resistance, more current will go. Some branch is offering more resistance, less current will go. So based upon the resistance, current I1, I2 and I3 enters in the different branches. V remains same for everything because everything is in parallel. So what V is present here, it always remains same as only V. It does not change. So what you should keep in mind for the parallel connection, please keep in your mind that first point is voltage remains same for all resistances, and second point what you should remember is current gets divided. Now let us see what happens to the R equivalent. So for that, this current is getting divided into 3 parts. I can write I net is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So the current I is divided into three parts, I1 plus I2 plus I3. Then what is I? We know that Ohm's law says that V is equal to IR. So I will be equal to V by R. So I will use it here. So it will be V by R net is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3, because V remains same for everything. If I take V common, it will be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, and here I have V by R net. These two will get cancelled, and finally I will get 1 by R net is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So resistances, when they are in parallel, then the equivalent resistance will be 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Let us see one question. So suppose I have some assembly like this, where I have two resistors in parallel, then one is here, another one is here, and everything is connected to a potential difference. Okay. So they have given the value of each resistance. Let this be 2 ohm, let this be 1 ohm, let this be 3 ohm, let this be 6 ohm. And they have asked you find the equivalent resistance. So how you should do this kind of question? First you should find what is in series and what is in parallel. So you can see that these two are in parallel. So first we will simplify this parallel into one single resistance. So now I will take this 3 ohm and this 6 ohm into consideration. So what will be the 1 R value? 1 by R equivalent will be equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So 1 by R equivalent will be equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. I should write like this, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. So if we take the LCM as 6, you will get 2, here you will get 1. So you will get 3 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 2. So 1 by REQ is 1 by 2, REQ will be equal to 2 ohm. See, I will tell you one thing, many students will do mistake here. What they will do? They will take REQ as 1 by 2. So please be very, very careful in this step, where you have to reciprocate it and get the answer. Now this became 2 ohm, I will redraw the circuit. How the circuit will be redrawn? Already 2 ohm was here. Now these two became 2 ohm. So again this 2 ohm is there, and already 1 ohm was there. I have redrawn it like this. Now what is R equivalent? Now R equivalent, because everything came in series, 2 plus 2 plus 1, that is equal to 5 ohm. So R equivalent for this question is 5 ohm. In the same question they may ask you that what is the current drawn from the battery from the cell if the potential difference is 10 volt. So you can find even the current drawn. How will you find the current drawn? Because we know that V is equal to IR, R is known to you, V is known to you. So I will be equal to V by R. So what is V? V is 10. What is R? R is 5. So 2 ampere. So this circuit will draw 2 ampere current from the cell. One thing I wanted to tell you, you can name it as a trick or you can name it as a shortcut. Suppose there are two resistors and they are in parallel. Let it be R1, let this be R2, and you are finding its equivalent resistance. What we do? 1 by REQ is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So then what happens? We take the LCM as R1 R2 and this becomes R2 plus R1. This is 1 by R equivalent. So from here if I write, R equivalent will become equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So what I am doing, see, what two resistances are there, you have to multiply it and divide by their addition. You will get the value of R equivalent. So what I have done here in these three steps, in one step I can do directly. If I am 3 and 6, what I will do? 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6. So 3 into 6 is 18 and this is 9, I will get 2 ohm. Same thing what I got here. Can you see? So one way of remembering, whenever you see any two resistances, they are in parallel, multiply it and divide by its addition. Suppose it is 2 ohm and 4 ohm. What you will do? 2 into 4, 8 by 6. So 8 by 6 will be the equivalent resistance. So this thing is a shortcut, you can say, you can remember. So whenever there are two resistances, just multiply it and divide by its addition, you will get the R equivalent value. This is just a shortcut which you can use it for solving any parallel kind of combination. Solving numericals based upon resistance is very interesting, and you can solve as many numericals as possible in order to gain confidence. So if you be afraid of this, it will always haunt you, because this will again come in 12th standard. You will have lots and lots of complex circuits there. So become friends with this resistance now itself, and you will see that in 12th you are enjoying this chapter. So now itself I am telling you, try to solve as many questions as possible based upon resistances. It's a very interesting topic. So I have taken two questions here, and in the first question they are asking you to find what is the value of R equivalent. So let us see. They have told you to find R equivalent between A and E. R equivalent between points A and E. Okay, A and E. So if you see this 4, this 2, they two are in series. See how to find whether anything is in series or in parallel. Pass current through it. So if I suppose a current goes from here, then current will get divided. If the currents get splitted up, it is in parallel. If the same current goes, it is in series. If you see here what 4 ohm goes, what the current goes to 4 ohm, same current will come here. So 4 and 2 are in series. Again they two will combine and come out here. Whatever current started from here, same current will come out. This is the law. So now this 4 and 2 are in series. So what will be the R equivalent? 6. So I will redraw it. Between B and D it is 2 ohm, and this became 6. And down already, when this is there, and this, I have just simplified this circuit. Already 2 was here, already 2 was here. This is point A, this is point E, this is point B, this is point D, and already I have made a new point. Let this be X and Y. So now this 6 ohm and this 2 ohm, they are in parallel. How we can say that? Because the current goes from here, it gets splitted up. These two are in parallel. So to find the R equivalent, I have told you the formula. R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So what it will be? Let us find. It is 6 into 2 by 6 plus 2 is 8. 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 3 are 6. So I get 3 by 2 ohm as the equivalent resistance. So now I got this as 3 by 2, this as 2, and this as 2. So this is the point A, this is the point E. If you want to name, you can name BD. Now what is R equivalent? All these three are in the series. So final R equivalent is equal to 2 plus 3 by 2 plus 2. That is equal to 4 plus 3 by 2. Take the LCM as 2. So you will get 11 by 2. So R equivalent is 11 by 2. Let us see the next question. Sorry. In this question, what is the question? Find reading of ammeter. So I want to find how much reading the ammeter is showing. I have told you ammeter is the device used to measure the current. So indirectly they are asking you what current comes out. So what current comes out, if you want to find that, then you have to find what is the equivalent resistance, and when you have R, when you have V, then you can easily find I. So let us find the equivalent resistance. See this question very carefully. So I told you how to find whether it is in series and parallel. Suppose the current goes from here, it gets splitted up. So this 5 and this 5 are in parallel connection. Same when the current enters from here, it gets split up. So these two are also in parallel. So I will solve this and I will make it to series. So if I solve for this circuit, what will be the value of R equivalent? R equivalent is equal to 5 into 5 plus 10, 5 plus 5. So 5 to the 10, that is equal to 2.5 ohms. This is 2.5 ohms. It will be similar because they both are also in parallel. It will become 2.5 ohm. So what I will get a simplified diagram now. See here 5 ohm was there. Here again 5 ohm came. Sorry, 2.5 and 2.5 came. 2.5 ohm. This is 2.5 ohm. And down I have 5 ohm. And everything is connected to a potential difference of 10 volt. Now this 2.5, 2.5 are in series. So they will just be added up. So I will just remove this and I will write here as 5. I hope you understood this step. Now this 5 and this 5, all three are in parallel. How I can say that? See, the current entering here gets split into 3 parts. All these 3 are in parallel. So what will be the R equivalent? Here I cannot use this rule because it is only for 2 resistances. So R equivalent, if you want to find, I will write 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5. So 1 by R equivalent is equal to 3 by 5. So what will be R equivalent? 5 by 3. So R equivalent is equal to 5 by 3 ohms. Now I want to find the value of current. So we know that V is equal to IR. So I will be equal to V by R. What is V? V is 10 volt. What is R? R is 5 by 3. So 5 2s are 10. I will get the current as 6 ampere. So what is the reading of ammeter? It is 6 ampere. I hope you understood this question. So this kind of questions are there. Once again I am saying, keep on practicing numericals based upon resistances. You will become very strong in that. It is very interesting and very simple, but you have to keep on practicing this. So in today's class, what we have learned? We have learned about what is resistivity, and we have learned what is series, resistance in series, resistance in parallel, and we have solved a few numericals based upon it. In the coming lecture, you will learn about Joule's law of heating, or I will say heating effect of electric current, right? So till then, please like the video, take care of yourself, subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. Thank you.